Hi friends and family. Super sorry that I never posted my part 2 for my fasting. I want to break down a little reason why and give you kind of the insight on what's been going on with me because it's going to lead to future videos. So please stay with me on this journey. So at my 24-hour mark of fasting, I took a little bit of water and it immediately made me sick. And I couldn't for the life of me understand why a little bit of water would make me feel so icky, okay? So now we're gonna fast forward. I finished my 36 hours. I think I actually went about 38 hours, of course, while praying the entire time, of course, trying to be close to God, and of course, making sure that I didn't have any other unnecessary things on my skin or face. I was doing a full body detox while fasting. So I hit that mark and I have my first meal. It was just spinach, eggs, and a little bit of meat. And I got horribly sick too. Like it was like my body was immediately rejecting what I was putting in after being so clean for that period of time of fasting. So it led me to understand that parasites have a huge part in your fasting journey as it did in mine. And it feels kind of gross to talk about these things, I'm not gonna lie. But what I've kind of learned is that if it's not just the dead cells, if you have other beings inside of your body that's preventing you from being at your peak health, in order for fasting to be as good as it needs to be or to be as strong, you have to get rid of these parasites. And it's funny how people have compared parasites to demons pretty much their entire time that, we've been talking or knowing about parasites. The reason being is it's a foreign species that invades your mind and body and starts to take things away from you, take away your health, take away your nutrition, invade your different organs, make them not work properly. Don't demons kind of do the same thing? It's just a thought there. So I'm going to try fasting again. And next time I'm going to go for the full 48 hours. But I'm here to tell you guys what I'm going to do first is start to do some juicing and taking some things herbal that are going to help me get rid of the parasites so that when the time comes to do my fasting, still through prayer, I'm going to have a completely clear body and a clear mind to be able to help me go through the process a little smoother. Also, this is going to talk to all my constipated girlies. That has a role in what your fasting experience is like too. If you're backed up or plugged in any way, shape, or form, I totally was. Hate to admit that online, kind of embarrassing. But hey, we're human, you and I, and I'm just being real with you on your journey to God here, or your journey to be closer to Jesus. You got to get rid of the waste too. So for my constipated girlies that are trying this fasting process with me, unconstipate yourself. If you need some help or some suggestions, I got you. Just DM me. I will send you a private message with things that you can use that'll help you naturally. So clear your body of waste, clear your body of parasites, then start doing the fasting process. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the parasite cleanse. I'm going to try a couple ones. So before I post to you guys and say, hey, do this or try this, I'm going to try them on me first to make sure that they're good. But I will tell you in my journey to learn what's good for parasite cleansing, I've got fresh cloves, wormwood. There's things called Vendaga, I think it's pronounced. Slippery elm bark, Puro de Arco or Pau de Arco. I'm not really sure how that's pronounced. Green walnut hull or black walnut is really good. And then I'm also looking up for things, candida and yeast too. But these are just a couple of ingredients. Oh, whole papaya seeds as well. These are just a couple of ingredients that I'm going to be taking along with doing my juice cleanse so that I can get, the fructose, not the glucose, and still have a journey to my healthy state. This is a form of fasting. I'm not sure which biblical one it is, so give me a sec, guys. I'll go do that research first and then come back to you when I'm ready to start that juice cleanse. But this is pretty much going to be my process. So I'm going to get rid of these parasites. I'm going to do the juice cleanse. Then I'll do the 48-hour fasting mark. And I'm really excited to do this, guys, so please stay with me on my journey. If you guys have any experience with any of the things that I've just said, please, please, please reach out and tell me. I am very new to this, so I'm looking for any help that I can get. Okay, so now that we got that kind of out of the way, and the reason why I didn't post, because I just wasn't feeling good and there was a little bit more research that I know I needed to do. I want to talk to you guys a little bit more about kind of my journey and how things have been kind of falling into place for me, okay? Funny enough, I wake up to learn that back in February of this year, February of 2024, Disney bought the rights to the King James Bible. And that didn't sit very well with me because I was like, oh, okay, so the company that is being outed for trafficking, all this subliminal message of doing really gross things for our kids, basically perverting the minds of our babies, that company bought the rights to our Bible in 2024. That's a little bit weird. So, of course, I had to go to some fellow Christians or conspiracy theorists. We'll get into that later. But of course, I had to go to other people to help me in this journey. And they're like, Mia, check this out. So one of the things that they deleted or immediately deleting for the new King James Bibles that are coming out or circulating right now as we speak was Matthew 17:21. But this kind of demon does not go out except by prayer and fasting. That's funny. So I start my fasting journey, very new to all of this, all of a sudden wake up, learn this information, and that's one of the first things that comes. It's God works in mysterious ways, y'all. So here I am starting my fasting journey, and I'm glad that I get to teach this to you because our children, the Bibles that they're going to be exposed to, they're not going to learn how to cast out all these demons if Disney's trying to hide these verses, teaching them how. So you and me and the rest of the good people of this planet, we got to start learning our Bibles, because if they're going to start editing them and taking things away that we need to know as Christians, that's not right. So let's memorize this and start doing some studying together. I've got a plan, guys. I'm going to help y'all within your journey, and I'm going to ask that y'all help me too. And hey, this is just as much for my atheists and agnostic friends as it is my Christian people, because there's things in this for you too. But long story short, I just thought that that was a little bit crazy. So I want to pass the video off to my lovely father. He shared with me some experiences tonight after I left my church because he got to talk to some people that are already really high up in other religions about kind of these things. And the reason why I want to talk to you guys about this, y'all, is because demons are exposing themselves right now. I know this sounds crazy, but you guys are going to start seeing a lot more evil in a lot more places. There's already an entire group of people posting and talking about seeing people with all black eyes, coming across negative experiences via music, what we're watching, people almost getting possessed or having really bad dreams, people seeing things or having dark visions. Everything's coming to light, y'all. So it's about time that we start fighting this evil. And how do we fight this evil? We come together. And how do we come together? Well, I'm going to pass that off to my lovely father. Everybody, meet John Payton. Take it away, Daddy.
All right. Well, hello, everybody out there. Hey, you know, tonight I had a really great experience. I'm of the kind of a Buddhist faith. We don't believe in a Buddha out there somewhere. We believe that we are the Buddha in a sense. But we sat with the rabbi, Christians, Scientology, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just all these different types of philosophies and religions. They were wonderful. I think we're coming to an age where I agree with my daughter. We have to be woke, as they call it, and we have to start to see things that are going on that poisons our bodies, poisons each other. All right, so there's this congregation of, you know, a panel of different religions was talking about love, you know, companionship. The best way to get rid of, the best thing for your health, I should say, is love.
Yeah.
I know people don't even think about that. Oh, if I eat this, do that. Yeah, that's true. That's a good part as far as the physical mind and what we put in our bodies. Absolutely, that is so important. But if we don't have each other, there's no love. You're eating on your own. You're doing all these things all by yourself with no thought of sharing or helping other people. You know, I'm so proud of my daughter being on such a social media, because she really wants to help people from down here. You know, I didn't grow up with social media, so I don't understand it much. But I do understand what love, is, and what we need as a people. We do need to come together. I know you hear that everywhere. Everyone's saying the same thing, but look, this is crucial. There's devil works going on right now underneath our nose. It's causing us to be angry, flipping each other off on the freeway. I mean, you name it. All the, yeah, I had this. I'm better than you.
All of it.
They talked about money tonight, and the Christians said that money is the root of all evil. And I just had that talk with you, Mia.
Yeah. Don't worry, guys. We'll break that down in a video too.
Yeah,
I got you.
It's a whole thing. There's a lot of breakdowns we're probably doing together.
Sure.
But I'm not trying to say that money is just completely evil or whatever. But I can tell you, if I become rich, now I'm not going to say I'm going to become rich.
Right.
And when I do, I'm going to put it right back into society. I don't need Lamborghinis and a 15,000 bedroom home. What I need is community.
Period.
Right? In my beliefs, and this is just my own personal belief, the Romans, the Mayans, and all that, they don't know what destroyed those communities. And after thinking about it, and I do chant, after praying, chanting, thinking about these things, it really hit me after talking with Mia that, my goodness, you got the super rich, because that's what Mia talks about, the Masons and all these people, super filthy rich people. That's what happened to Romans. They had their castle.
Yeah.
Inside their castle was all these rich people and doing rich things, But outside the castle was devastation, poor, beggars, all this terrible things, and we let the
Sounds familiar, right?
Huh? All these evils, coming together, and these people that are so-called rich and all these things, and just on my beliefs, is not looking at what we call the lower people. I guess that would be us. Is that what you would say, Mia?
I would say so.
Okay. But without the so-called lower people, how are they going to eat?
Right.
We're the ones that pick the fruit. We're the ones that put meat on the table. We're the ones that build homes and build these things,
So you're more powerful than you give yourself credit for, guys. So for all of you out there that feel like you're alone and how am I going to make a difference, we're kind of telling you right now, you can make a difference just by realizing that you don't want to be alone anymore, that there's an entire people, a community that's ready out here to love you, to pray with you, and to pray for you. When we talk about this whole chanting thing, it's a movement for world peace, guys. You're going to start seeing me and my dad pop on here to kind of teach you to find your inner peace so that you can contribute to the whole world peace.
Right.
So when he says we're chanting and we're praying, and it is a form of Buddhism, he's talking about you. You're praying for you. Right. You're praying for world peace. Right. So this is a world peace movement under God. We're chanting, we're praying, casting out all of the evils, teaching everybody how to find a little bit of inner peace. So when we come together, we can vocalize it. And hey, if 2 people make the same sound, it makes a wave. If 60 people make the same sound, it can move a mountain. Right. So what we're trying to do is take people one by one, just one soul at a time, and bring you a little bit closer to world peace, a little bit closer to inner peace, so that you can be a little bit closer to Jesus, right. The ultimate Yahuwah, Yahweh, the God of all the heavens and all the earth. That's what we're here for, guys. So I think what we're asking is, don't be afraid. Come join us if you have any questions. We both have a social media platform, but follow us on this journey, y'all. Come be a friend. Let us love on you. Right. Let us help you with whatever's ailing you. Here we are going to talk about addiction. We're going to talk about some of these evils. We're going to start putting this stuff on blast so that when the day comes, you are prepared for the great fight. But first, you have to have your inner fight, that spiritual warfare.
I like that.
Is this real? Is this not real? Blah, blah, blah. We need to find a way to calm all that down, y'all. So my dad and I are going to start this journey, and I would love for you to follow along. So do you have anything else you want to say, Pops?
You know what? Yeah, just stay with this nice young lady that I helped raise, and she's raising me now. It's kind of funny, but we're doing something together, and we do love all of you. That's the key. And I've played in front of millions of people. I'm gonna say this last thing.
For sure.
As
Go
a
for
drummer, I make music and I do that. And I tell you, it's gratifying for about this much of a moment. Today, with my daughter, we introduced people to the chanting and to God, to Jesus. And then I went and did my thing in one area. She did her thing. And, we're just collabing together. And my goodness, that felt better than millions of people that I played for.
Right.
So I just wanted to let you know, when you decide you're going to help people, let's join arm in arm together.
Yes.
And really help people. Think about that. If you want to help your life, then help people. If you want to destroy your life, be mean and nasty to people, and you'll see it's just not going to lead you to the right place.
Yep.
With that being said, I'm going to sign out and let Mia go ahead and do her thing. You guys, we'll talk later, okay?
Thank you, Daddy.
Yeah.
So that's my pops, y'all. Much love from him and much love from me. Thank you for being here. If you followed along this in time, just know that I do love you. You are not alone. This is a safe place for mental health and awareness. I cannot wait for this journey, y'all. I'm really excited. Let's start fighting these evils. They don't get to consume the minds of our littles. That's not right. Let's join together and let's fight for the good fight. I just want to pray for y'all and tell you that you are loved, welcome, and that is it. I'm signing out as well.